So we've finally got some high crisp Terastal Festival EX cards. Now this is going to drive Prismatic because obviously the Terastal is going to be the Japanese version and it's going to have pretty much every card that we're going to get in Prismatic. Maybe a couple of extras we do get in the English set, but in general most of them that we want are going to come out first in December for Terastal Festival. Now what does that mean for the Prismatic? Because in general I feel like this set is just nuts in itself. Like cards, well, even boxes are going crazy at the moment. When we look across eBay, you're seeing a lot of the pre-orders because these aren't products that people have got. They're obviously pre-orders that you've got. Some of them Pokemon Center, some of them are not. They are flying. Absolutely, of course they are. And the one thing that they've always got to remember, and especially with products like this, we saw it with Shrouded Fable. We've seen it with multiple sets kind of sporadically, not necessarily every single time, where there could be an issue from the general supplier. Pokemon have to supply all of this. Shrouded Fable, I think they were like a month late or so. So it is interesting to see where this is going to go for a distributor's sort of point of view, because everybody wants this set. We saw from Surgeon Sparks that in general the demand was so high, and to be honest the print run from what I'm hearing wasn't necessarily the craziest. Like it's not necessarily the biggest print run we've seen. So I did want to have a look at sold ones of these because more than anything that's going to be the big thing. Obviously we're going around about the 50 mark. Some of the ETBs are kind of going up to the 100, but they are predominantly going to be looking more towards the Pokemon Center ones at the moment. I feel like in the English side we are looking all right. I've not looked at the Terastal Festival kind of like sellout products yet, but by the looks of it we're getting a few Pokemon Centers going for the £100, give or take a bit more, which is expensive. Like I think a lot of the time the Pokemon Center sell these at around about £50, I want to say. I wonder if I can go Pokemon Center. Can we find these? I don't know if we've got... Oh, we do have a price, in fact. So when you look at the Pokemon Center, you're looking at £55 these were bought at. Obviously, they sold out insanely quick, so that is pretty standard. They were gone within the day. Like I want to say it was like an hour or two, I'm pretty sure, but there was obviously a purchase limit, but it depends on if people can get around that. Let's be real, people find a way around it. So if you think they were £55, none of them have been released yet. Like this set is in January, like 17th of Jan, I'm pretty sure 17th of Jan is when this is out, and yet already we're seeing products going at £100 on a pre-order. So they've got to get them and then they've got to ship them. So it is absolutely nuts in that sense. When it comes to the normal ETBs, you tend to find them. I'm pretty sure, again, if we go onto something like Magic Madhouse, I don't know if they'll have the actual price, but if we was to have a look and see, I don't know, do they even have a tab for it yet? Oh, they do, even better. So let me go down. Okay, there we go. So if we go to Prismatic and we look at ETBs, £50. So it's about right, to be honest. So the pre-order there, they are obviously out of stock. That's why everybody's kind of coming on eBay looking for the pre-orders, and you'll see them go up and up and up. Like until people start to get an extra bonus of them, we might see that Magic Madhouse might give some more, just because not everybody's going to go, for instance, have a quantity of like 200 and say, okay, 200's on the market. Once they're sold out, we'll wait until we get more. They might even just been 50, 100, because they know what they're going to get roughly, and they'll go a little bit under that until they know what they're actually being designated. So it's interesting to see regardless with that standpoint. But the purpose of this is general hype is going to be on a next level. Like we are starting to get a few more crisp versions of the Terastal form because they are out in December. I want to say it's early December they're coming out, so we're going to see the full list once that does happen. But we've seen here we've got a few extras that have been put out on the market here. Obviously some absolutely beautiful designs, not quite the ones everybody wants to see at the minute, which we have got in a second, but just extra bonus on top of stuff. Like having something like this, it just adds to that bonus of having all the evolutions. But we have now got on Twitter, or at least other sites as well, fully crisp versions of these cards, and like genuinely incredible, absolutely. And obviously the crown piece, finally seeing a very crisp Umbreon. that card is going to go nuts. Like, we saw, I don't know how much he is now, but we saw the Pikachu from Surgeon Sparks just fly. It's absolutely crazy. Like, that card at the moment is coming in at £495. Like, that's a huge card right there. It's not, obviously it's not like over 2-3 weeks old, but that is just nuts in itself. I realized I didn't even change the screen. So 495, that's crazy. Like, that's a crazy price for a card. It's the prize piece. Naturally, that's going to be one of the more expensive versions. But to say Umbreon, we already know where he's kind of going. If we go TCG, Surgeon, Sparks, price list, I'm pretty sure we should have a price guide as well, just to kind of show you the difference, because obviously with Surgeon Sparks the hype was 100% there. So if we go market and we go down that way, other way, there we go. Oh no, other way again, there we go. So you got force. It just doesn't want to play ball, does it? There we go. Okay, we're here. So 470 for the Pikachu. We're looking at 207 for Latias, the gold Pikachu at 100, Milotic at 88, 73 for Hydrogen, Appeal is 63, then we go 51 Alolan Executor. Realistically, like Latias, yes, big Pokemon everybody loves. Pikachu, fantastic. Hydrogen, probably a little bit less, but I mean, it's still quite a heavy one in the set. And Milotic, I think, is purely down to the design itself. The design of Milotic is absolutely stunning in person as well. It's a beautiful card. And naturally, these will start to up and down price. Like we said, we're not even a month into that set, so I would definitely wait. I think Pikachu in itself is going to be crazy. That's going to hold a value. This card is probably going to be double it, like genuinely. Not only that, you then got a beautiful Sylveon, incredible artwork, again, love it. And I'm pretty sure if we go further down, we have now got the Glacium. I'm half and half with this card, to be honest. So it's a gorgeous card, obviously. It's not my personal favorite, but if we look at, yeah, this is going to be the crown jewel. Like, each one of these cards are gonna be expensive, like, and this is just one of them. Like, there's gonna be 32 special art rares. That is gonna be nuts. So just what that has for the whole set in itself is going to be mind blown with how hyped this set's gonna be and how expensive this set is going to be. So we will see a lot more of the information from the 6th of December. This set is going to go nuts. So I personally, at this point, I think I made a video a couple of weeks back where I was kind of like, the hype is surely going to be somewhat up there, but never like crazy. I really don't think this set is going to ever drop. Like genuinely. The Jolteon, fantastic. Vaporeon, probably one of my second favorites, actually. Love the Flareon, and to be honest, I'm not a big fan of terrestrial forms, to be honest. I don't really like, I think if this weren't here and they kind of just added him a little bit bigger, I think that would make the cards 10 times. But genuinely, with what they're doing with these cards, they are absolutely nuts in themselves. Like, they are beautiful pieces of art with them, and obviously there is more to come as well. So once we get all of the information, it's just gonna go absolutely nuts. Like, genuinely, Prismatic is going to go crazy. So personally, I would get my hands on whatever you can, whenever you can, because once this set comes out in December for Terastal Festival, it's really going to just set that next hype, because we'll see a lot more of the cards. We're now just getting this version of him, so obviously we can, like we say, we can see a full art image of this. They are going to be absolutely stunning. Obviously this was kind of like the previous version that we got that was very, almost, what is it, distorted if anything. Then obviously we have the normal EXs for all of the evolutions, and let alone every other special art rare and normal art rare we're going to get for this set is going to be crazy. Let alone then having the Master Ball on each of the Pokemon as well as the reverse holo. That again is just going to blow this set into the water. So personally for me, get whatever you can, because the hype for this set is going to be nuts. It's a beautiful set. Let me know down below if you've managed to get anything. Hopefully we do see some real big stock intakes for this as we get closer to the English version, and I'm very interested to see on the 6th of December how Terrestrial Form truly does and what the evolutions are truly coming in at with price. Take care. Peace.